Hey guys, I've got another EA Mictlan game here where I'm subbing in on Records of Blessings. It's turn 48 here, I do believe. We're getting a few Jaguar Fiends, we're getting some Blood Slaves, and we just took our one province we're going to take from Hinnom. It's a very inefficient battle. Might as well check it out. The challenge is these troops are on the walls, um, and we can only get one Jaguar, one Ocelotl against each because of the larger bless. It actually makes our sacreds pretty inefficient at going through these wall defenders. Um, the other thing that's not so great about this is that this site here, hidden, there's a well of pestilence. So all of my guys are getting diseased. It's brutal. So I'm going to try and save them by getting them out. But he's just going to suck for me. Losing. Basically, I'm losing over half of my sacreds here, just because I moved them onto this province. Um, I think demons don't die from disease; they just get the afflictions. So at least it's okay for my demons, but um, my living sacreds are going to suffer. We have an event where we lose a province. I think I start moving towards 10 PD. Maybe I don't. I'm thinking of a different game. Um, but we're going to, over the next several turns, um, we're going to wander aimlessly around with our units because I really don't have anything good to do with them. And we're going to try and establish a blood economy. In the meantime, I'm kind of keeping an eye out on the world. Niflheim is big and is winning wars, and I think gets subbed in relatively soon for another player. And the player who subs in is one of the better Dominions players in the community, and he takes a slightly aggressive turn with them. Not against us, because we have worthless land, and it really wouldn't benefit him to attack us. It's almost just it would just cost him resources without earning him things. But he probably doesn't know about this sweet site, which would be very good for a Niflheim. So we're going to try and position around this site, turn a blood economy around entirely based on this 30% discount, which is huge. Eventually, we're going to try and take this. This would be nice, a throne. Um, and then a war is in our future, on our distant future. So yeah, let's see what we have: blood economy, some events, no new sites, and let's go to turn 49. You can see I'm on turn 61 right now. Um, so we're sending Ermor uh, copper plates because he is fighting Tirnanog and he needs to keep his mages alive. So copper plate is a great way of doing that. We're hunting for blood slaves. Oh, we're doing it here. Yeah, good. Just any old place. Um, Looking for blood slaves. We have an event where we get this guy show up. So we're going to get him out because even with the event troops are all diseased. I clearly should have brought the slaves with me. Um, it looks like I have another province lost event here. So 2 provinces lost, 2 events. That's a misfortune 3 scales. Yeah, 6 astral pearls for a copper plate. So I'm basically making as many copper plates as I can and sending them off to Ermor. If you may wonder why I have no gems, it's because with these scales, misfortune 3, drain 3, you can get gem loss events. So I keep all my gems distributed on my research mages. And this is kind of tedious to do this every turn, but it's not too bad because I keep generally 1 gem type per mage, except for a few where I'm less organized. and you don't get blood slave loss events, so I don't need to do it with the blood slaves. If you had to do it with your blood slaves, that would be frustrating. Yeah, we're getting more mages in place here. We've got our first Civiteto. He's going to, first thing to do is create a Revenant, which can be used to make Amulets of the Dead. And then every turn the Revenant is going to make an Amulet of the Dead, and the Civiteto is going to make another Civiteto. And I'm going to make a Undead spawning point here, which will be great. The Fire Blood Mages will be used to bind Jaguar Fiends every turn. If you want to see the impact of this, we're at 107 right now. That goes to 118. So that's a cost of 11 blood slaves, and that's down from 16. So I'm getting a 5 slave discount on this, which is a pretty damn good efficiency. I'm going to, normally I wouldn't worry about this, but because we have this awesome site here, I'm going to favor casting blood rituals over making blood items whenever possible. Like normally a lifelong protection would be something I'd be making every so often, but for a lifelong protection is 40 slaves. I could just do contact Civiteto, which here it says 36, and I was at 107 before. So 107, 105, that's 25. Is that 25? Yeah, it's 25 slaves instead of 36 slaves. So I can almost get 2 Civitetos for every lifelong protection. And these guys can reanimate 5 plus the Amulet of Dead, Long Dead per turn. It's way going to be way better having basically 14 Long Dead a turn than it is having a lifelong protection a turn. Let's see. We're moving our patroller here. We're going to move some blood hunters there, presumably. Blood hunters, nope. Oh, I'm probably going to move patrol it and then move blood hunters in. And sending my god off to continue site searching. It's nice having a sneaky god to go out and site search and you end up with sweet provinces like this. I do appreciate that. It is really frustrating having a rainbow god sometimes because you can only do one action per turn with it, and there's so many things you would want to be casting with this mage, and site searching and whatnot. But what I did do with him is I did get Ermor Twisting Thorns. I did get, I think, another booster off him. Yeah, pretty sure he forged this. And I think he also casted Contact Civiteto. So anyway, that's turn 49. Let's just see how this continues to develop in turn 50. I could probably just do a whole bunch of turns right now. Keep trading Ermor for stuff. Jaguars, Revenants, Jaguars, no sites, bunch of blood slaves. Looks like we take out these indies. Let's see these. So this is where, like, if I got into a war, like, on my terms, like, raiding with a little batch of Aussies like this would be awesome. And I wouldn't use this mage, I would use a different priest. And I'd clearly need to script them differently, because I really misjudged how quickly those guys attacked. But, like, these Ocelotls, they're just murderous beasts. How did this go? Oh, no. Oh, no. I'm gonna lose this guy. So he's still regenning. What is he fighting? Okay, so why is he gonna die? I know this guy dies. So he gets hit for 13 pierce. What's his armor? His prot is only 20, so it's gonna go through. If he had a shield, this would have helped. His attack is only 10, so he might not actually hit any of these guys. Yeah. So his defense goes to 0. He's lucky if he can hit a guy. And he's just gonna get chopped to bits here. Brutal. Okay. Tirnog attacked Ermor but was defeated. What? Ermor has a Bane Lord? This seems unreasonably advanced. A stealth, Horror Helmet, Thug. I am worried that I don't have magic weapons all of a sudden. Well, I mean, he's scripted on like stay behind troops when this guy could be scripted to attack and he would just murder units. I'm just trying to think like how I would fight this guy. Like that's a... Do I have magic weapons? I do not. Well, that could be a huge pain to try and kill one of those things. With the larger bless, I don't actually get that many attacks off. So that could be quite hard to kill. Interesting. In terms of things that are going on, like I said, Contact Civiteto, Forge Amulet of the Dead. We'll look at Amulet of the Dead here. Gives me Divine Reanimation, which is what I'm going to be doing. Like I have an Undead Priest, which allows me to reanimate. It's going to give me another 2 Long Dead. That goes from 5 Undead per turn to 7 Undead per turn. And it costs me 3 Death Gems to make that item. So I'm going to be doing both of these things every turn. I've got 2 mages here binding Jaguar Fiends. That'll continue, and I'm going to try and get more Fire Blood mages in place to keep doing that. Yeah, sending some Ozelotls over here to take this. That'll be great. And yeah, I think I'm just being sad about all these units. All the diseased sacreds right there, and then I'm going to lose. Yeah, more aimless movement. I could have been a lot more efficient here. I should have gone for the throne much faster, I think. Not that the throne turned out to be particularly valuable. So I send the guy 2 plates this turn, so I get 12 astral gems. I haven't spent astral this game. I don't really have good use for it yet. Find an enchanted windmill, that's 1 air. Then there's a... Oh, I get my coral blade back. Nice. So the my earth gnome that I sent in here and died dropped some of his gear that got picked up by these indies. So I'm going to recover a few of them. But yes, my murderous hell beasts take everything. I get the adventure and 4 heroes here. This is important because these guys all have healer. And I'm going to try and use them to fix my diseases. I really should have gotten these guys off of here as quickly as possible. But I didn't. I thought that was a story event because there's a story event like this pursued by root and vine creatures. But unfortunately, this is not that story event. Story event, you need to send the adventurers back into the forest. Get some unrest, some gold, negative, some more death, excellent. These guys are curing their own afflictions, that's great. And I should have immediately realized that I need to send this here, the troops here, and then get them onto the same province. But I did not. So yeah, I have my first Civiteto. She's reanimating 7 per turn. Continue to cast Contact Civiteto and Forge Amulets of the Dead. Jaguar Fiends coming in. Jade Serpents coming in. And we have a real economy here. I think I go turn 52. Yeah, the guy still wants more. He's taking all I can give. I ping the throne. I see Solar Serpent. basically like this is a fire throne. Everything is fire. Um, so if I can do something against fire, that's great. I don't even think I have research to do something against fire. Oh no, I've got rain. So hopefully I'm smart enough to bring in a water mage when I try and take this, but it's going to be a while. We've got construction 6, I'm pretty sure, because I'm being super greedy this game. Not that a turn 52 construction 6 is greedy. It's just greedy to go up construction before going up the other trees. But I'm going to use that to get blood boosters for more blood hunting and more blood searching items. You notice we're now doing a really good job spending all of our blood slaves every month. And we've got real hunting operations going on where I'm actually gonna start like hunting the population down till I think probably 2,000. I'm thinking is a good number. Go all the way down to 2,000 and then move on. So like this is the kind of income I'll be expecting in my provinces. Um, yeah, just piddling about. Turn 52, turn 53. Dire Portent goes up. It's Mother Oak. A very late first global. Get gem deposits here. This is extremely good for us. 75 gold per turn. So, and that's 75 gold per turn independent of population. You'll notice that our scales add a huge negative modifier to that. But I can just hunt the population down the site, and the population's giving a relatively small portion of the income there. The reason the income's low is in part due to the unrest. Yeah, okay, so we're gonna position. What do we got here? No water mage. No water mage. No water mage. I should have brought a water mage to this. Rain would have been a good call, but I did not. Um, yeah, I still thought this was a story event, so I brought all these troops here. Shouldn't have done that. I was also thinking it'd be nice to get them all diseased so they can die. Probably wasn't necessary. Yeah, and I'm going to put my diseased troops here to get them healed up, hopefully. That's turn 53. Let's go to turn 54. Sending more stuff to Ermor. More blood slaves. Decent blood income. Ermor attacked Turnanog but was defeated. Is he like coming out of the fort maybe? Oh, this is a real army. Yeah, I mean that's like a real army. There are 28 she-lords here. That's a friggin' ridiculous number of she-lords. Um, 3 battle afflictions occurred. God of Hinnom. So we're actually down like gods here. Vanheim was the first nation we attacked. Hinnom was the second nation we attacked. Both of them are defeated. Um, not really sure what the state of the game is because we don't really have scouts. And like the scouts that I do have are just in this immediate area. But presumably relay is going on over here. Therados is going on over there. Neither is particularly dominant. Like if I was either of those nations, I'd be very concerned about taking the whole lake for myself. But we're going in. Yeah, we're bringing in all of the things. The big thing is bloodlust. Entire battlefield gets plus strength for demons, which is our ocelotls. It's going to be a good thing. We still have our disease sacreds. We're bringing in the nature mages with swarm because we might as well. And we've got a fire mage just because I want him to get healed. Is the only reason he's coming in. Yeah, sweet. Blood hunting is going on here because I don't really care about my gold income. Note that my income isn't too much more than my expenses right now. The Civitetos are taking a pause this turn because I'm short on blood slaves. So whenever I'm short on blood slaves, this guy's going to reanimate. I'm generally almost always going to cast Bind Jaguar Fiends, but it dawned on me that I should spend all of my fire gems now. Now that I've hit construction 6, let's just spend them all on lightless lanterns and see about getting our research up because we're at 507 right now. That's turn 54. Let's check out turn 55 and watch that battle. Hooray for me fighting independence. So yeah, we're getting 16 slaves from Soromacia. This is because we're sending him 2 lanterns per turn, and we're going to still try and send 2 lanterns to Soromacia as often as we can, and we're going to send as many copper plates to Ermor. Glen of Verdant Greenery is a nature site we find. Capture a bunch of blood slaves, and a few events, then we'll go watch the battle. Nothing really exciting here. Just some negative gold events. Okay, so the battle. So a few troops, these troops are undisciplined. I just had these guys on attack in the front. Maybe I should have had them on wait. So these guys are taking damage from the auras and the explosions of the Willows of the Wisps. Um, they have such a good hit point reservoir, it's not going to matter. So fire's armor piercing, not armor negating. So the armor still matters a bit. Oh, geez, that doesn't make any difference at all. Yeah, the Aussies are on hold and attack rear. They've got buff strength from the enchantment and the enlargement, so they're hitting for a truck ton of damage. So basically anything they land on is going to explode. The one thing is their surface area is relatively low because there's only 1 per square here. And we're through. Okay, so of the lightless lanterns we keep, we put them on our guys. Of the ones, basically, we're just going to try and go through our fire gems as much as possible. Oh yes, this is the Throne of the Earth, so 1 Earth gem, we can get Reinvigoration when we claim it, and get another 2. The Gnome, 2 Earth, 2 Nature, it's nice, but like we've already solved our Earth problems over here. Would have been nice to have to climb up Earth sooner, but we're not going to use it. We're just going to site search it. We're divvying up our troops so that the ones with diseases are going to stay with the healers. And yeah, we're going to keep developing our blood economy here. So contact Civiteto, Lightless Lanterns, Jaguar Fiends, spending gems, doing stuff. Turn 55. Turn 56. Okay, so now we're doing it for real. 6 astral gems from Ermor, 16 blood slaves from Sarmatia, getting some decent blood slave income here. Get some events. They're all bad, I'm sure. Oh, get some gems, more gems. And Oak Halls. Independence attack turn to Noggin 1. Oh, this is the he's got the adventure event. So this is the same thing that we had, but I think he's not going to have enough province defense. Yep. Oh, no. What? There's no way he loses. Does this thing have fear? It's mindless. Morale 50. It's not going to retreat. He's going to lose to it. Oh, brutal, man. You just about won that, too. That's here. Too bad. Yeah. So for us, just a little more shuffling. Remember the blood economy? We're, we've now got like a decent number of undead coming out here. We've got our first Mound King patrolling. It's going to get to the point where we're getting like a Mound King worth of units a turn from our undead production, and that's going to be hard to manage. Um, yeah, I moved over here to Blood Hunt foolishly. Shouldn't have done that. I really should have like dawned on me what was going on here a lot sooner. I was so obsessed with this adventurer's fleeing. I not obsessed, but like I just I've, I'm playing too many other games, I think. I just assumed that that event was part of the story chain, not one of the independent events. Sweet. That's 56. I'm not doing anything weird. Six. I guess our research is probably ticking up. 609. 56, 57. Another dire portent. This is Maelstrom going up by Therados. That's the water gem den. Doing our trading. Astral probing finds nothing. Find a burial mound, so death gems. Decent economy coming in with the blood. Lots of really shitty stuff happening because of our events, except +8 defense, which is awesome. Love that event. Yeah. Revive King, Dark Knowledge. Basically just spending our slaves, spending our gems, forging lightless lanterns as much as possible. Bringing over my bloodthorns over here so these guys can hunt the living bejesus out of this province. The research economy is going to keep ticking upward as we get more of the lightless lanterns on our units. Yeah, let's turn 57. Let's go turn 58. Oh boy, more stuff. So more trading. Tirnanog gets a sub. So this is when things change in the game. Tirnanog subs out, and the sub asks himself, "Why am I at war with Ermor?" And Tirnanog has been at war with Ermor for ages at this point. That's why I've been sending all this crap to Ermor. The sub immediately pieces out with Ermor. Just decides there's nothing to be gained by fighting Ermor. And that means that the only other land nation that borders Ermor is me. So if Ermor wants to go to war, he's going to go to war with me. So I'm going to attack. Because I just need to go to finally search for the Well of Pestilence, get the 2 death gems to turn. Another dire portent. Oh, I'm going to have to look and see what this is. Oh, this is Earthblood Deepwell. This is the Earth Gem global. So Troll Kings, getting our Earth 3 mage. Bunch of blood hunting that doesn't pay off this turn. Really? And then a bunch of blood hunting that does. Tirnanog attacks Ermor, wins this province. This looks bad for Ermor. So this is a stupid big mage core. There must be some water bottles here. I can only imagine. That's why there's, yeah. Water bottles, copper plates. So this is where some of the copper plates are going. Rigor Mortis, Natural Storm, Howl. It's not going to be sufficient. It's a massacre. let's look at the actual numerical damage. If my computer overloads here. Okay. One She-Lord. It's an expensive mage. Some of his sacreds. Cap only sacreds, I believe. But then the augurs are cheap, they're gone. The augur elders, 2 of them are gone. Bishop's gone. Centurions, legionnaire. White mage, presumably this costs something to get this. Or I don't know where it came from. And a bunch of units. Oh, we get some gold. Okay, so this means war, obviously, with the sub. I don't know if he tells me this turn, next turn, but it's going to happen. So I'm going to have to position my stuff there eventually to fight this guy. Because I think Tyrannog even tells him to take his lands back. Yeah, I like Tyrannog just has a the new player has a completely different idea of how they want to play the game. I finally get a Tolopuchi. This is an assassin, or is it a seductress? No, it's assassin. So she's going to go off and hang out in Ermor's lands for me. She can cast Swarm, or I could actually bring her in and as a Blood Mage user in a larger combat, maybe as a Death Mage. I can also use the Civitetos as Death Mages in combat, so I'm going to keep that in mind as a tool. But in general, I'm hoping that Ermor is so beat down that I can focus on just using my Sacreds on him. Specifically my Jaguar Fiends with Bloodlust can hopefully do the damage. So we're going to hopefully mass a bunch of units here. I don't want to move anything to his border just yet, because I don't want to strike before I'm ready to strike. And I want to move some stuff from this province into place first. But yeah, blood hunting is going to continue. Civitetos are going to be generated. Here's another blood booster coming in, Brazen Vessel. More Jaguar Fiends, more Lightless Lanterns. Let's go to turn 60. Turn 61 is my current turn, so I don't really want to do it. But let's do turn 59. Ermor does another set of trading. Soromation is slowing down. I think he's just ran out of blood slaves. I do Troll King's Court again. 2 magic sites. One of them is a Furblug Fortress, which gives me a fort. This is in the throne here. So and it's a good fort. It's a 750 wall integrity fort. Not that anyone's going to be invading me anytime soon. I don't think. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 10. Yeah, the throne requirements are over half of thrones. So presumably the game winner will be basically own most of the territory in the game before they win. So eventually someone will come for this, but it's going to be a long time from now. Oak Halls, they take back that independent province. Misfortune 3 paying off with this huge, maybe this isn't Misfortune 3. Oh yeah, this is Therados' Dominion. Therados probably has better Dominion than I do. This might actually be a good thing. Except I need blood slaves. I really do need blood slaves. So I can't have these pop kill just sticking around. Oh well. Can't have that much pop kill, but it's not exactly hurting me. Yeah, so we're gonna try and get the troops in place here, and here. Maybe we will check out the next couple turns. Turn 60. We're going at them. I probably shouldn't have done this, but I didn't want these guys to be diseased anymore, so I blood feasted away their disease. Yeah, I have a set of troops here. Pretty simple. Bloodlust shouldn't be scripted here. I should have undone that. And a slightly bigger set of scripts here. 60 Ocelotls is a decent number of Ocelotls. 23 Jade Serpents is a lot of Jade Serpents. And a bunch of other undisciplined units. Sweet. Coming in. So we're going to be at war with this guy. I see this. This is good for me. That this province is under siege but hasn't popped. I'm wondering what kind of mages are here. I'm hoping that he brought the mages down at some point and there isn't a ton. But we're going to find out. It's a decision point whether I hit this province or this province first. I'm going to hit this one first. That's turn 60. Let's actually do this live. Let's do it live. Records of Blessings. That sweet new turn sound. So Arcane Probing goes off. Nothing. Search, nothing. Bloodslave Economy is really starting to turn into gear here. We're going to be getting over 100 slaves per turn in not too long from now. Let's look at the little province defense battles. Does my... Yeah, my Bloodslave spells don't go off. That's good. And the trolls take care of everything. That's what we want to see. So Divine Blessing goes off, and my troops kill everything. That's beautiful. Ermor attacked Turnanog but was defeated. Beautiful. More of this. More of this. More gems. Ore deposits. Not that that does me any good. 40 resources. I don't really need resources. Yeah, getting more... I'm actually going to establish this province as a blood hunting province. That's why this guy's here. Yeah, so we're attacking. We've got 2 bloodlusts going off. We only really need 1. We've got a copper plate on one guy. That's really not needed. Brimstone boots. I can't remember why that ended up there. But I've got the few copper plates that I made surplus that are left over. I'm going to cast anti-magic just in case he does something funky with that. And yeah, we're going to hit him up. The Bloodlust is going to do some serious damage. I could... Yeah, so I'm assassinating here. Hopefully going to kill this Augur Elder. This Bane Lord I would anticipate coming up here. Just got 1 province defense. That's fine. I don't think I have the resources to really outraid this guy, like not in his territory, because he has almost each of his provinces are going to have a fort beside them. So I'm not going to. I'm going to go infrastructure, infrastructure, infrastructure. Probably actually infrastructure, infrastructure, infrastructure. This is a wasteland, so maybe infrastructure, infrastructure, back, back, back. I don't actually know who owns this province, because I just lost my scout this turn. 2 PD, and there's a lot of PD there. Don't know what's up with that. This guy likes his province defense. William Vale, Wolf Oak, the horror cult going on, not a big deal. Don't really care about it because I don't care about this province. Gotta focus on the big provinces. We're also, like, by taking these 2 provinces is really the only reason we're making any money this turn. In terms of resources, this mage stack here is now mostly researching. I've spent all my fire gems, all of them. They're all gone. I've spent all my air gems, they're all gone. I've spent almost all of my earth gems. I could have saved them for sure, but I ended up getting a bunch of these guys, Troll Kings. Astral, like, I think I'm going to end up going construction, I think. Because construction's the one thing I could spend Astral on nicely. Would be Golem construction, if I could make a Golem a turn. Really, I have nothing else to do with my pearls. and I think I only have enough pearls. Yeah, I could make 2 golems, 3 golems per turn if I got 7 here. I did hit 7 blood, so I'm going to go an Onaqui. These are big flying dangerous blood mage assassins. They'll be useful. I could definitely pick up some vampires if I wanted. Um, Vampires would be used for raiding and are potentially useful. Uh, I haven't decided necessarily. There's really like the spell will be nice. Um, I don't think I've got more than one guy that can cast it. It's just this guy. Yeah, this guy who's casting Contact on a Quee right now. And I have gotten to the point where I almost don't know what to do with my undead. Like, there's a lot of undead here. I'm gonna have this being patrolled. This is being patrolled. I think it's this guy's moving over here to help with this patrolling. And just keep on casting Revive King. Keep on building these undead um, uh, areas, basically. This guy is boosted up to 6, which means that when I do hit Blood 8, which is going to be 4 turns from now, I'll be able to do Reign of Jaguars for 40. That's for 14 Jaguars for 40. And I'm doing currently Bind Jaguar Fiends, which is 3 for 16. So with my 30% discount, that's 12 gems off. So it's really 28 for 14. So every single one of these Jaguar Fiend boys is 2 Blood Slaves. And these things are just monsters. For 2 Blood Slaves? Yes, please. It's not realistic that I go up to Blood 9, I don't think. I should be casting Dome of Corruption, but I don't think the player I'm attacking right now is going to feel the need to defend against Dome of Corruption. I should cast Blood Vortex, because why not? Yeah, this is really like the goal. Crossbreeding could be used to, well, I don't actually need people to patrol anymore. Life for Life will be excellent for assassinations. Should I want to make some really powerful assassinations or anti-thug stuff? Yeah. Let's have a look and see how things have progressed. So if I actually check my saved games, I started this turn, it was turn 33, so I'm almost halfway through. So let's see if we can figure out where I joined. Right here. So we've done all right. We've about doubled our size. I joined about here. We have more forts. I don't think I need more forts, but I have more forts. We're about here. Our income, I haven't doubled our income. This is not a great graph. Like, normally I think I'd want to play a much more momentum focused game, and that is not good. Gems, yes. Site searching is good. Presumably this is relatively little site searching. But the player before would have had very rewarding site searching because this is like 2 caps worth right here. It's just there was so much more to find inside their domain. This is also quite apparent. So the research here, when I took over, I shut it down. There was no need to research anymore. Because we're so poor, we can't even recruit mages. Like, let's take land first. So take land, war, do that first. And I don't start catching up to the previous player's rate of research until probably around here. But now we've inflected nicely to the point where I'm hoping we can actually do some like with this. If I can get this up to 1,000 a turn, then we can reliably hit this in 4 turns. And really, Blood Magic 8, I don't expect to go any farther. I'll probably back off Blood Magic 9. Like, what do I need in Blood Magic 9? Nothing that's really accessible. I'm going to need to get up into the higher blood levels anyway. Like, why would I cast Forces of Darkness? I won't. Because I have Reign of Jaguars. Same thing with Infernal Crusade, Force of Ice, Infernal Forces, Infernal Tempest, Send Whores. Yeah, okay, I could see using Send Whore. Um, Claws of Koitos and Infernal Prison. Yes, yes, I could see myself using these. Damage Reversal. Maybe. Yeah. This would be really about the Demon Lords and the Looming Hell. But everything I really want is here. God, there's Astral Corruption too. I'm not going to cast that as much as it would be nice. Anyway, that's the game state as it stands right now. Thank you for watching. Sorry it's been such a quick ride. I will probably go slower in future um, when I have more time, hopefully, to record videos. And now that I'm actually doing something, I think it'd be more interesting to record the turns. Um, I've been playing so passively, I just was worried that it wouldn't be interesting to anyone. Anyway, thanks for watching.